if you know how to put down where to put the utility, you just put it down already. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Cunt coach and cunt team.
Who do we usually ban this shit?
IQ and Jaeger.
IQ and Jaeger.
Yeah.
Get oh, 2 other ones to ban. Be Echo, I guess.
What Echo?
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
fuck you, Sevi.
I don't think I've ever seen Ash banned in any fucking game.
G2 banned it once against
I guess it's
some
just
Challenger League team at DreamHack.
Like, oh no.
probably just trolling.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. The only thing she has is a good gun.
I mean, and also Obey banned it against Nora Rengo.
Yeah, but I mean, she doesn't break the game like, I don't know, Maverick.
Well, yeah, there are some people who are extremely comfortable with her, and they just do worse without her. Because they only play Ashe. Like, those people exist in Pro League too.
Blue bar?
Yeah, blue bar.
Yeah.
Doc, Rook, Echo, Maestro, Valk. If you know the reinforcements, just do them already. I'll tell you if you do them.
You want me to switch to Valk?
Oh, that's so smart, I'll never predict that.
Yeah, well.
Alright, I'm done eating.
So,
Do I take Lion?
Yeah,
yeah,
kinda.
she's on bedroom side.
Secure the bombs.
It's cool.
By the way, one thing that's... Like, you'll have noticed that on both floors, there's basically 2 guys with ACOGs right above each other in extremely similar positions. And the reason for that is that we need both of, like, Rook and Doc together need to be sure that they're always peeking the same person.
10 seconds remaining.
I literally just said it. It goes into kitchen, it goes into one on blue, one on sunrise, one into kitchen, so it covers the angle where you can peek into. I'll just come to kitchen. Come to kitchen. Okay, then show me where the one in blue, one in sunrise, one in kitchen. Just show me where the one in kitchen is. Where is it? Ah. Yeah, it should be more on the right. It should be on the far right, not on the far left. Because otherwise someone can come in here and peek Doc without the camera seeing him. Or he can come in from, like... Yeah, that's better. Alright, let me just go ahead and look at the site.
See if I can see.
Just go in the right position.
Try and peek that door.
Okay.
By the way, use the barbed wire. Whoever's Doc, put your barbed wire so there's one in kitchen, if in case Valkyrie's banned or something. Like, if Valkyrie's banned, we use a Legion as a substitute, because we use her basically only for one room at a time. So it's not a big...
No!
How dare you! Okay, anyway, the evil eye's correct. Okay, first mistake is basically who the hell opened this? Oh, you have a shotgun. So, I'll just show you the reinforcements on blue bar. So, Rook reinforces the 2 east walls, and Doc reinforces you reinforce either the right or the left of this middle pillar. Just so you have a place where you're not exposed to the window. The right side here always gets opened by Maestro. And your second reinforcement goes here to the left of the doorway. Or on the right. Like Echo reinforces on the left and you reinforce on the right, or vice versa. And from that point on, Rook is behind the bar and Doc is behind the couch. It's important that, you know, you don't replace your positions because if you're behind the couch, it's slightly more difficult to crawl back. It's a minor thing, but it's still something that you should be aware of. Then the Evil Eyes was 1 in A. 1. Yeah, correct. So the holes, can you just count down to sunrise just to make sure that you know what to open? Yeah, this right here, just a crouch hole. And then you open here on head level to kitchen, like only like where I did the Maverick holes, because it'll happen pretty often that Valkyrie drops down from lobby and then goes into garden, and from garden Valkyrie can peek into kitchen, because from the cameras we'll know if someone's there. Like either Rook, Doc, or Echo can go on cams because all of them are in relatively safe positions. The last one to go on cams should probably be Rook, out of the 3, but it's just a small thing. Then there's a few more holes that you need to do. The reinforcements on Hookah are wrong, I don't know who did these, but the holes you open... Oh yeah, you got it right. You just open it a bit further here. Like basically until this point where I did the hole. And yeah, the Echoes... Let's just do Echo next. The Echo is like you put 1 yokai inside of B. You just put it wherever, as long as it can't get shot or spotted easily. You put your barbed wire on either side of the pool table. You put 1 reinforcement on the right side of Sunrise door, or on the left, depending on what Doc reinforced. And then you reinforce this middle one. So that's correct. And back of theater, on the south 2 panels of theater. And you need to use 1, like your last few shotgun bullets to open a hole here, so that avoided your Maestro, right?
Oh, I'm not.
Oh. Anyway, whoever's Maestro, you open a hole on the bottom left here, so that... Yeah, Maestro does that, so that because we're gonna have one of the yokais inside of billiards, and if we have that hole, it can go into blue bar within 4 seconds, and that's enough to deny the plant.
Yeah, I can go through here, like this. Yeah, look, from the edge.
Well, yeah, that's slightly slower. And when it comes down to it, what's gonna happen is that either the Valk or the Maestro cams will detect that someone's on the site, but neither the Valk cams or the Evil Eyes are gonna completely stop a plant. The only thing that's gonna 100% of the time stop a plant is a yokai drone. You need to get it into blue as quickly as possible. And also one thing that that you need to make sure it doesn't happen is like the way you need to position your yokai so it can actually get into blue bar, because there's a small height difference between the grass and blue bar. You need to make sure that it first goes onto its white part, and first then can you actually get it into blue. But I can definitely see someone get frustrated over making that mistake. So yeah, that's everything, I believe. Sevi knows where to put the cans. About one per site, right? Like the cam in Sunrise is utter trash. Cam in Sunrise is trash. Regardless, just wherever it's black, like put it on or the red's light here. Yeah. In blue bar, literally everywhere. This entire room is black.
Feed up and running.
Oh yeah, and the Maestro also needs to open theater hatch, otherwise Valkyrie can't really get out. And Maestro's reinforcements, like these are basically the ones where you can get a bit creative. Like what I'd say should be the standard is that you put 1 reinforcement here on theater.
What?
I mean not theater, towards VIP, where I'm opening.
Which corner? There?
in the west, the very west panel of VIP, and you put one on to the left of hookah door, like between hookah and cool vibes, that doorway, because then
See what?
Smokey just can someone look at me so Smokey knows what I'm talking about? What the standard position is that Maestro just sits here and watches cams, basically, or he just sits here in general and waits. And only with this reinforcement can he safely do that. In a theater, your job is just to shoot drones and run away when you get pressured. I mean, yeah, that's a place you can rotate to. Like, if they want, if you're getting pressured, but they're only pressuring you from the north side. Just listen for a second. If you stay in theater, you can rotate here fairly easily, as long as you're only getting pressured from the north side. And if you're not, like, if they're pressuring both from your back and your front, then what you can do is, like, throw a C4, and instead of detonating it, you just drop down the hatch. I mean, that's kind of a risky move, but if they're pressuring you from both sides, then you should be around here anyway. Like, if the hatch gets opened, someone's gonna be watching cams for you, they can tell you if someone's going lobby or not. And if you know that they might pressure you from both sides, you should get close to the hatch anyway. The Maestro is gonna reinforce that. Not reinforce, open it. If it isn't open, just tell him to open it, because if he doesn't, you're almost always gonna die here. And you're... Maestro? No, Maestro is playing in hookah.
Oh.
Like, you're alone here, and because of that, you run away almost instantly. Like, that's the point of this entire thing. Because if they don't drone you out and they don't clear you out, you can flank so many different positions. And if they do try to clear you out, they're just wasting time so you can run away. Get it? So you don't play aggressive here. Yeah, that's basically it. I just need to kill all of you so you can go to this site again. Or actually, I think everyone gets
get
it.
him.
What?
He's trying to kill you.
Yeah, I'm really trying to...
Maverick.
Oh man, I can't seem to hit.
I want to. I thought you were talking about Doc.
God, I wish they can add some delay on that crouch, so people can stop spamming that shit.
Dude, crouch spamming me is real. Crouch spamming is so balanced, dude.
I'm gonna start doing it after seeing that. What the fuck? You shot me in the head.
Guys, go hookah. Guys,
It doesn't
listen.
work
Go
because
hookah, go pulse, maestro, mira, mute, legion.
have you ever seen a tree?
Pulse, maestro, mira, mute, legion.
Can we not play Mira?
Dude, just let me explain. Like, Mira is the default. I know she's gonna be banned often, but that's why. Fucking listen, dude. That's why. What I'm saying. I'm gonna show you the Mira spots, and if she's banned, you guys maybe try to use your brain so you can react to the ban and use someone that replaces her.
Yes, Caveira.
100% sure ban.
It's an 80% sure ban if we're gonna go by Pro League rates.
Coastline, always banned.
Yeah, probably, but still, it's not worth assuming, because it's up to the enemy if Mira is banned.
Exactly.
Yeah. You should never assume your enemy's retarded, even though it's the case like 90%
What the fuck
of
is
the
this
time.
shit here? What is this?
Okay, so basically, you
Stop! What the fuck is that?
Is that the thing?
well, yeah, sure, but the thing is, the
Oh.
replacement for Mira is Echo.
Again. Oh.
Of course, I mean, to be honest, you can just take Echo instead of Mira as the default. Like, I really don't care at all.
Drone.
But with an IQ ban, it's much more likely that they'll ban Echo instead, because IQ is the only hard counter, apart from Thatcher, but you can just, like, avoid the EMPs, basically, and it's not so much of a ban. Counter. Anyway, I don't give a fuck if you pick Mira or Echo. I'll just explain to you why we have either of them. So just reinforce this here on the right. By the way, the Mira, if we have Mira, is going to be the only anchor here. Put the Mira here on the reinforcement. Yeah, so I think it's kind of obvious why we have this one, because it looks into the entirety of billiards. And yeah, you are exposed to the... Can you stop? You are exposed to the hookah window, but we're gonna have 4 roamers, so it's pretty easy to tell somebody to just run out. And that's basically the end of that. If they can't run out there, then you just fucking C4 it, or you just hold the angle. Because the anchor dying isn't a huge problem. Because of the rest of the operators. So the other operators are either Pulse or Valk. They're completely interchangeable.
So that shit is just
because
there. Nice.
They're interchangeable because
Physics.
yeah, this is... Oh, sorry. No! I'm on 10 HP. Dude, I'm on 10 HP.
Oh, you can walk through it. Wow, I can
Oh.
see it there, but I can't walk through it. Nice.
Physics. Dude. Nice. And the second Mira window, if there is one, like just basically, if Mira is banned, you just use Echo drones instead to cover the exact same area. And the second one, you can put here.
Looking at the hallway, right?
No, like so it's exposed to lobby. That's intentional. Because if they push lobby, it's fine because we have 4 roamers, and we also have jammers, so they won't know that they're getting flanked.
4 roamers.
Yeah, 4. Mira or Echo, either of the 2 are going to be the only anchors. Because the thing is, you can't anchor in billiards because there's only one spot where you're not exposed from the window, which is behind the bar. They're just going to nade that once and you're going to be dead.
So what exactly is this mirror doing here? Sunrise?
Wait, yeah,
can
and
open
also
these
blue
as well.
bar. You reinforce, you open this here as well. Because this makes it impossible to roam clear this effectively, which means that their 2 options are that they smoke this Mira with 3 smokes consecutively, or 2 at least, and they push this with a glass, or they clear from lobby, and we want them to clear from lobby, because the mute jammers are going to be set up in a way that completely denies droning from lobby. So let me just show you the mute jammers. Like, none of this is listed inside of the document, basically because none of these steps are necessary at all. All you need to make sure to do is that you always have the ability to C4 from below. Like, this is our third site because of that. You can only hold this site by using C4 from below. So that's one reinforcement. Like, these are the 2 reinforcements from Mira. If we have an Echo, then he's just going to reinforce the same panels because whoever's playing in Sunrise Couch is like also exposed from lobby, and this reinforcement is still useful. So what the Mira is going to open is in Garden here. You can open the bottom basically just so you can peek in from the south side or from below. Like, you just open it on crouch level. A lot of the times this will not be useful to us at all, but since we don't have any anchors in B, there's no chance that it'll hurt us at all.
No! I wanted to blow the wall.
You want just blow me?
No.
Blow me, man.
Okay, so that's the Mira's jump. Everyone else, like Pulse, I think it's kind of obvious. Pulse essentially just stays behind blue bar and just looks at A. Unless, or like alternatively, like this is if we have someone
Might be able to
looking
shoot
at
you
A.
if you come close.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so Pulse reinforces blue bar here, alright? These 2 panels. And also, Pulse is gonna have a rotation hole behind him. This is something that Maestro does, but I'll explain Maestro's role later. So, what happens is that if either the Mira or the Echo detect that someone's going into A, you need to, fuck's sake, you need to make sure that you can rotate into blue bar as quickly as possible so you can get a C4 off. And basically the easiest way to do that is just by staying in garden below on the couches here and just holding the angle onto lobby, because this way you're covering, you're basically covering for the lobby push that's inevitable if Mira is banned, and you know, obviously less inevitable if we don't have one, because basically having Mira means that they have to push lobby.
Maestro, can you sit in this corner?
You can shoot him in the hand. That's you can't stay there.
Yeah, I can see.
So yeah, and also the Maestro cams. Let me just show you those. Just come up to the site. Like obviously we're gonna have one for each site, but the individual spots are kind of important. No, because we have. I'm gonna die from one more goo. So because we're gonna have the entire bottom here opened, you can basically put one right here. Because this way you can also look at the this south platform here, which a lot of times people will go on. And also, you can, like if I'm standing right here, which is the default plant spot, you can still see a tiny outline, right?
No.
Oh. Well then just position it so that you can. You can like vault up top here and put it down here if you want. As long as it covers the default plant spot and a large part of the site, it's fine.
Put it here, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
You need to play like.
Got two of them.
To be honest, like I kind of prefer putting it up top here, or like here,
Yeah, but
simply because you can
won't be able
partially
to see
look
the
outside,
default spot,
and
yeah.
also because it's you get a more narrow angle on the bomb planner, which means it's slightly less likely that they're actually noticed that there's an evil eye here, but you can still see me planning, like through the bomb slit here.
can you though?
Yeah, just look.
I don't think you can. Yeah, but I mean the
You
cam.
have the
won't-
evil eye here. Put it down.
Fuck's sake.
You can't.
No, I wouldn't change that.
Turn it.
This is the default plant spot, and you can't see.
Barely. Kind
Yeah.
of.
Well, yeah, but as long as you see the yellow outline,
No.
it's
Put the other one. Put another one. Try and shoot me from here.
I can, if I'm concentrating on it, and I know you're there, I can see it, but if I don't know you're there, then it's not obvious.
well, yeah, but you almost always know that someone's there, because we have 3 layers of intel. Like we have the yokai, which won't be shot easily because there's no IQ. So that's that kind of.
I can
We
no
also
longer
have the
back.
pulse or the Valkyrie cameras, and even if like you can always just basically pre-fire this with Maestro, and if you don't want to risk it, you just put it on top of the billiard table,
That
or you
looks
put it
like
in the or you put it in the doorway. Like this is a what the fuck?
Oh, whoops.
I want to see this.
You stupid fucking idiot. Okay, now we can't go to the same site. Let's just pretend that we're on hookah again.
Oh, we don't pretend.
We really imagine it, then then we are there.
Can I go castle smoke?
No, I mean the thing is, Castle doesn't have C4, but Castle has a bulletproof camera, which basically means that if we don't have, if you for some reason think that we should not use an Echo and we shouldn't use a Mira either, or maybe you don't want to use a Maestro, then you can use a bulletproof camera to look.
No, we don't need Echo and Mira.
No, yeah,
We don't need both Echo and Mira.
yeah. Look. The thing is, this is deliberately an extremely loose strategy. Like all you need is 2 or at the very least 2 layers, preferably 3 layers of intel onto each of the sites, and at least 2 C4s below the sites at any point. Like that's the only thing you need to focus on. And if you think you need castles to cover for the Mira because you can't compensate for a lobby push with a flank quickly enough, then obviously you use a castle. Like, that's up to you. And if you use the castle, obviously you're going to use the bulletproof camera because it basically substitutes a Mira and it can see through smoke. And it makes them waste their grenades. Because obviously they're going to bring both Sledge and Buck if Jaeger's banned. But what that means basically is that they're gonna think, okay, we already have 4 nades, we don't need to bring. Maybe they'll bring a Zofia, but they won't bring a Zofia and an Ash and a Buck and a Sledge. Which means that the bulletproof camera goes unchecked, and that means that either one of the players, like the anchor, goes unchecked, or it means that the evil eyes go unchecked. You just need to make sure that you have 3 devices that give you intel from onto the site. Okay? So it's up to you. But what you can also do is use the standard Pro League spot. That's right here. This is where literally every team puts it, but it's super predictable, and I mean, the thing is, if you do that, then they're gonna hear the C4. And then they might dodge it. If the entire floor is closed, then they won't hear it. Oh, by the way, guys, look.
Look, where are you?
If you're in, like, this is irrelevant to the strat, but this is fucking insane. Through the drone hole, through the floor, you can get an angle onto office. Yeah, that's because they're never gonna expect it. So yeah, the mute jammers are gonna be one inside of the server hallway, like the bottom south hallway, whatever you want to call it. What? Who's vulnerable to that? I mean, yeah, this isn't part of the strategy. I'm just gonna tell you, in the ranked you can do this and get a free kill. That's all. So the mute jammers are gonna go one inside of security here in the doorway, because there's gonna be people pushing from lobby. Who's mute? Do we even have a mute?
Nope.
Nice. Okay, I'll just say what the mute jammers are now.
Yo, Martin.
Yeah?
Come back. Castle again.
We need a lead.
What do you mean with back? What side? What place?
I'm back in with castle. I'm castle.
Oh.
Here. Yeah, I know. Mirror will be banned.
Yeah, if Mira is banned, you don't need a castle.
The mute's there where I'm shooting. You may have the same effects.
Yeah, but if you jump from this spot to this spot, then you're not gonna be jammed.
Yeah, but you can go through the store now. I don't know.
No, I mean, it's gonna be more difficult. This is a jump you can always do, and this isn't really counterable. You put it right here, and then they need to walk up here and shoot the jammer. To kitchen. Mira if she's unbanned, or
I couldn't do
Mira or Maestro.
45 seconds.
Alright? Maestro's gonna have plenty of time. By the way, the reinforcements are almost completely up to you. We only need a total of 4 reinforcements, basically. We need 1 in hookah, we need 2 in blue bar, and we need maybe 2 on sunrise if there's no Mira, which there probably won't be. And the other 5 reinforcements you can put wherever the fuck you want. Like, you can put it maybe facing towards delivery to further delay a lobby push, and to, you know, protect the roamers as well. You can put it, you can reinforce the 2 east walls on kitchen, because then you can still look into kitchen from the outside, but you're not exposed when you're in kitchen from lobby. And by the way, one thing, regardless of what operators you choose, in total you need 3 C4s. Okay? And you need to hit every single one of them, because we have no other reliable way of defending the site. If we ban Mira, we can use... Okay, the thing is, with Echo, you don't need to use the the fucking, what's it called? You don't need to use the MP5. Because if you're Echo, just come up to Hookah real quick. I know, but let me just explain the engagement he's gonna take. If Mira's banned, Echo is gonna reinforce both of these panels. Which means he's not exposed from Aqua at all. That means the only angles he needs to hold, the only angle he needs to hold is Hookah doorway, which works better with either the Bearing 9 or the shotgun anyway. And the window is not something he needs to hold, because we're gonna have 4 roamers, which means it's gonna be easy to coordinate a run out here. Because all of the roamers are completely dynamic. All we need to do is have 2 C4s from below at all times, and that's it.
Black man torturing Italian.
And because of that, you can because of that, you can always because of that, you can basically always have someone run out from there. And if you can't get someone to run out from there, then you just drop. Because Echo doesn't need to stay on the site. And if Echo drops, can you just come down real quick to Sunrise? If Echo drops, he can start opening holes here with his shotgun. Like, he doesn't need to do that from the start, but if he's below and we don't have any control above, then he should do that. And also, the Legion, as Echo. Because you don't need to peek any long angles. And
Now with the pistol.
I don't give a fuck what you use, just use the shotgun.
What about smoke?
What?
Look, the thing is, they can start pushing the site from 30 seconds. Like, up from 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And the smoke canisters delay for 30 seconds, which isn't really that great. Like, it doesn't take them long to get into bar. Not into bar, I mean into billiards. They can literally rappel up and go for the plonk. And then smoke can delay for 30 seconds, and that's it. And that's why we don't have him here. The C4s actually kill people, and that's why we kind of have that. So, the Legion is basically supposed to... So yeah, what you